Hello.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to On a Mission. I'm Emily Mae, and I have just such an amazing person with me. Veda Scott is with me, who's a rock star.
Woo!
I have to say,
I got a bunch of new people. We got a bunch of people in the chat. I'm trying to see if anyone's new. If we've got our usual crew, but it seems like everyone's here tonight.
This chat is hopping. I mean, we have
Yes.
Matthew Barnes, who's a regular supporter of Mission Pro, front row, of course, always supporting us. Pepe, Brian Cervantes, of course, always in the chat. Mark's in New Mexico. Sam, I think Sam, you might, I don't know if you're new to Mission Pro, but welcome. Tim Tobin, Tony Justice, Nation's Corner fam, sponsor of Mission Pro and Edge of Glory. So thank you very much for supporting Mission Pro. We can't do it without you. Matthew Barnes, always. Hello. Everyone, we're so excited. This is show week. So
Yes.
Veda and I are coming from double show weekend into another show weekend.
Yes.
And I'm ready for it. I'm all in Mission Pro mode.
Yeah, I am super excited. We have the rest of the matches to go over this week. Super, super hyped up. I hope everyone's excited for the show. And I am really excited to watch it.
Yeah, so we're going to break down.
Okay, Sam is Sam from Cleveland on Busted Open and a big Mission Pro supporter. Awesome.
Amazing. Welcome, Sam. Thank you all for joining us. So we're going to break down some of the remaining matches for Edge of Glory. We broke down some of the previous matches before, talked through what we were thinking, our predictions. And so This is a very interactive chat. We want you all to have fun. So please, in the chat, let us know as we won't go through the matches who you think is going to take the win. We like to know all this. I know Veda gets excited. I don't necessarily vote in this contest, but I'll give my thoughts.
Oh, Neil Benedict, thank you for watching. Awesome. I had a blast.
And evening, David. Rock star there, and Daryl. I have to give it to Daryl.
So, what do we have left to go over?
All right, let's go over stuff. So real quick, as a reminder, we're going to be live on Title Match Network on Saturday at 6 p.m. on the dot. You don't want to miss it. So watch it there if you're not live in San Antonio. But let's get into the matches because that is why we are here. We're going to get excited for Edge of Glory. And let's talk about this matchup first. We are going to talk about Misty Marks versus Dream Girl Ellie. And we do have to, we can't really mention this match without mentioning Misty Marks' attitude at the last show, Kickstart My Heart. Unfortunately, as you saw, she did attack Vicky Dreamboat before the show, before she even got into the locker room.
Yeah.
She beat her up. And she definitely has a lot. We also saw it in this promo she just released towards Dream Girl Ellie that Misty Marks is a Texas staple. Misty Marks is San Antonio, Houston. She works in these cities, and she is tired of people coming from out of state messing with her wrestling and taking her spot. So she's had strong words over the last few months, especially since Kickstart My Heart. And so we have Dream Girl Ellie coming in here. And again, she's coming from out of town. I don't know. I'm worried.
I mean, Misty definitely made her mark, no pun intended, on Mission Pro last time, like you said, attacking Vicky Dreamboat. And now it seems like Dream Girl Ellie is maybe walking into that exact situation. We talked to Ellie. She's super motivated, super, super excited. And I think that she is fits the mold of exactly that person that Misty is, tired of coming around Mission Pro. But unfortunately for Misty, I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. Mission Pro is always scouting the top talent from everywhere to introduce them to the Mission Pro audience. So I don't know. I don't know what the solution is here. I mean, Misty maybe needs to just focus on her matches as opposed to the reasons that they're happening would be my advice. If you really want to prove a point, then beat the girl from out of town.
Exactly. I mean, I want everyone in the chat to let us know what your predictions are. I mean, wrestling is not only a physical game, as you know, Veda, it is a mental game. And so are all these games, all these words and all these threats is throwing around, is she trying to mess up the mental game first? Because sometimes that can be really tough to overcome in the ring and outside of the ring. So potentially Misty's trying to do this mental game here,
Yeah.
and is gonna act on that physical game.
I mean, she seemed so super motivated. Front Row just pointed out that Dream Girl Ellie is actually on AEW Dark tonight. So she is like going
Yeah.
full steam ahead. Oh, hi, Speedball. Thank you for joining the chat. We got Marks in New Mexico is also voting for Dream Girl Ellie. Matthew Barnes is saying that Captain Vicky will get her revenge eventually.
Oh,
But
eventually.
yeah, I mean, I think that Dream Girl Ellie, clearly someone who is like super motivated. And I think she has the same kind of motivation that Misty Marks has. It's just maybe she's acting on it in a slightly more productive way. She's going out there, she's on Dark, she's traveling to Mission
Yeah,
Pro.
she's being positive. She's putting
Yeah.
that positive energy out there.
Uh-oh. We got a super chat from Mike Bailey, and it's in Canadian. So
Is that like $1?
yeah, so no, that's like probably closer to five. It's like $3 American.
Okay.
The Canadian dollar's not doing great.
All right. Well, thank you for the fire. See, I got to see the emojis this time,
Yeah.
for the fire emojis. And that's what this show will be this weekend. It will be fire. Neil Benedict is rooting for Dream Girl Ellie. And Brian said, I saw Misty just posted a video asking Tiffany Nieves, why can't we be friends? Misty acting a little crazy now. Ooh, Brian bringing up, oh, I don't know what's going on with Misty. See, Misty's playing this mental game. She's getting into the head. Tiffany is also a Mission Pro regular. So I think Misty is playing this mental game here. And I'm kind of,
she seems to have a strategy to just kind of like either attack physically or psychologically, like all of Mission Pro. I would say that I saw how motivated Ellie is, and I think that the best game plan for Misty right now is to kind of channel all of this anger towards her match that she has this weekend.
I think so too. I think we're going to be in for a really interesting matchup. And, remember, watch it on Title Match, because you never know what can happen. Oh, you're getting some love in the chat, Veda.
Hi, Lilith.
All right. Well, I think we should, again, put all of your predictions in the chat. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know.
Now, I also have to go back and watch all these messages that Misty's been sending too. I mean, that might change my mind. But right now, I feel like Ellie's on a roll. Misty maybe has she's spread a little thin by interacting with all of these people at the same time. Just got to focus. So right now, my vote's for Ellie.
Okay.
Making a splash.
All right. Veda is going for Ellie. Pepe is saying JP corrupted her. Ooh, bringing the men's revolution into this. I mean, I don't know. Misty is kind of going down a dark place right now.
Oh, but Envy Rodriguez makes a really good point that Misty needs a win if she's going to try to keep defending her spot. Like, Misty needs to back up what she's saying, and that's a big motivator too.
That is true. That is a really good point. That is a really good point, because here at Mission Pro, you gotta make a statement every time you're in that ring. You have to, even if you get a loss, you make a statement. You do really great work. You have the foundation of your moves ready. And we've had people that come in and have had debuts and have had losses, but they have a good attitude and they come in and they do the work. And it looks like Misty is kind of going down this dark place that, she really has to keep her spot and do it in a positive way. So I don't know if this dark place is going to work for her. We'll have to see on Saturday.
For sure.
All right, let's get to the next match. We have two of our Mission Pro Texas favorites, and we have Emmy Camacho versus Mia Friday. And, we have talked to Emmy before and Mia, both of them, and they are Texas favorites. They are very young wrestlers in the game, and a lot of people are saying that the Emmy era is here. And they are both very familiar with each other. They've trained together. They've wrestled each other before. Some say they're friends. So what does this mean when you are put in a match at one of the top women's companies in the country? You know,
Yeah, I really like what I've been seeing from Mia Friday recently, and she's someone who, if you pay attention, like social media and things, in addition to the wrestling, she has a lot of people on her side whose people's opinions I really, really trust, saying that this is the future, this is someone we need to be
Mhm.
looking at. It reminds me a little bit of like the way people talked about Roxy before, she
Yeah,
got to where she is. Like there's a lot of hype behind Mia Friday, and she's really got a lot of great people on her side. I really like what I see. But the Emmy era, really, like that is a wave
that
that
is a huge wave.
yeah, like I don't know. Well, we got another here's my super vote for Emmy Camacho. So front row putting money down.
Wow. Super vote for Emmy
Yeah. So
Camacho.
this is what I'm talking about. Like, if we can see there are so many votes for Emmy to win because Emmy's on a little streak, Camacho madness. Like, that is to say nothing against the skills of Mia Friday, but it means a lot to have the fans firmly on your side. And sometimes when like you're deep in a match and it's really, really tough and there's a cat on your shoulder, there sometimes that can be what you need. Like that can be a difference maker. It doesn't necessarily have to happen inside the ring. Sometimes that little burst of energy you get from people cheering you on, that can be enough to keep you going. And I think that that is what Emmy's going to have on Saturday. I think that might propel her to a win. Yes, exactly. Another vote for Emmy. Emmy
Ano-
era
Another
feline
vote.
version.
Even my cat voted for Emmy Camacho. I mean, that is true. We've seen Emmy Camacho. What I love about her is she is so, even though she's new to the game, she is so driven. She's
Yeah.
had, she's had some wins, had some losses, but she always gets up and she fights. And she always gets up and learns something new. She brings something new to the game. She brings something new to the ring. And that is the drive that you need to make it in this new era, and it is the Emmy era.
Yeah, I'm looking I feel like this is one of those matches that potentially could be the show stealer because you have two
Oh,
very motivated, very talented athletes who, as you said, they have a friendship and that can really push you too. Sometimes when you're in the ring with people that you train with and that you respect and that you have this positive relationship with, that can really push you. Like everyone knows that, like having, when you don't feel like working out, but like you can get a friend to go to the gym with you, like things are easier. Like sometimes trying to just like keep up with someone that you train with, that can be a huge motivator. So I don't
yeah.
know. I'm saying this could be the show stealer, but I'm gonna have to vote for Emmy.
All right. Veda putting in her vote for Emmy. I mean, I think there's some votes for Mia Friday, some underdog comments. I always root for the underdog. I love a good underdog story.
Oop. Okay.
I do. So I feel like I feel like Mia Friday could there could be a surprise here.
I mean, that's the other side of that coin. When the whole arena is chanting for Emmy, sometimes that can be a motivator too. Like if you
Mhm.
know that you're going to prove people wrong, that
Yeah.
could be something that propels me Friday as well. Again,
Yeah.
that is not any way like speaking negatively about her skills. We're just talking about like the way that Emmy has really just won the hearts of so many people
Yeah.
at Mission Pro. But knowing that people don't expect you to win, that can motivate you too. So I don't
Exactly.
know.
I
Like I
think
said, I'm seeing show stealer here. That's all
show
I'll say.
stealer. I
Yep.
love it. Well, let us know in the chat again as we walk through these matches what you all think, because this could, like Veda said, be a showstopper. Um, all right. So the next match we're gonna move on to is a really exciting one. We have Bougie Reality. This is huge. Bougie Reality versus the Money Birds for the Mission Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championships. And to talk through this a little bit, I mean, Bougie Reality won their tag titles on May 14th, 2022. So it has almost been a year. So almost been a year. And they have gone against tag teams across Texas, across the country. They obviously have faced Danny and Charity in a Candy Cane Lane street fight. They faced kind of JP and Joey last time with obviously the help of Jasmine, the Goons of Scenic City. They have faced Key Vibes and Ladybird. So Lady Bird in a different tag team. So Lady Bird has experience with Bougie Reality, and they've faced tons of different tag teams. They've also had tons of singles competition. Maddie and Roche have dominated Mission Pro separately as well. So there's a lot there, a lot of history. And I know they are Mission Pro favorites, but we have the Money Birds.
Yeah.
We have Gigi Ray, Lady Bird, who are rising stars in wrestling. I believe now Lady Bird is a 3-time champion. Yes, she's a triple champion right now as a singles wrestler. It's just happened in the last few weeks. So that is a huge accomplishment. And there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot riding on this. There's a lot of conversations around this match. I want to know what everyone thinks in the chat. And Veda, I want to hear your thoughts as well.
Well, we got Ron Burt with a super tweet right here with a little smiley face, but didn't make a vote. So I'm not sure what but oh wait, that's a smiley face with dollar signs in the eyes. So I think that's a Money Bird.
That's a Money Bird. I feel like that's a Money Bird.
So we have a lot of people, of course, voting for Bougie Reality, and I would love to see Bougie Reality make it the full year with those titles, but you talked about everything that they have gone through so far. You talked about the street fight, all the incredible teams, but Money Birds, like they're newer as a tag team, but they are so focused and so determined. They've had, a lot of individual time around Texas and also in Mission Pro. They've been super impressive, but like the thing that would really solidify them as a threat as a tag team in all of pro wrestling would be to win these titles. And I think they know this. So
it would be, I think it would be the upset of like the show if if this happened. And you have to realize
you want to talk about money? Do you want to talk about money?
What is this?
Hold on.
Money
What?
Birds? How about this?
Hold on.
You were telling me you got your little pledge count going for every on a mission that you do. How about I throw down $20 and buy me your time now?
No, I'm
what
doing
is
a
happening?
show.
I make this.
I'm doing a show.
Boss time. How about that? I'm throwing down 20, just like all you losers in the comments section. I'm throwing down my money.
What
so
is
I
happening?
Can make it my time right now.
What are you doing?
You want to talk about
no, this is my time.
No, not anymore.
No, this is
not
my
anymore.
time. No, I don't accept that. You got to do it in the super
Veda,
chat.
I'm sorry.
This is not.
I respect you. I respect you. I'm really happy that you get to talk to me today.
People are bored. People in the chat, they're bored.
They're bored.
Oh,
Look at this. They're bored.
They're bored. Oh no, that's too bad. Veda, you must be so happy to talk to me.
You just ruined the show.
But I am right now unscheduled, which makes me the Space Invader. Did you see what I did there? Space Invader. Come on.
Okay,
we have like actual stuff to.
Yeah, we have to like go through the matches. We're
That's
finishing.
why I'm here. You guys were talking about Bougie Reality and the Money Birds, which is great because my team, my boys, the Men's Revolution, we already beat Bougie Reality. We already did that. In case nobody noticed, we had a 3-on-3 match with Jasmine and Bougie Reality. And who did we beat to win that main event match? Who was it? Does anybody remember? How about anybody in the chat keeping score?
I'm reading the chat. The chat says, Neil says, go away. Nobody cares.
Yeah, go away.
Mike says,
I bought this time. Fair and square.
No.
If any of you losers can throw down money, baby, I can throw down money and get this time for myself for the Men's Revolution.
Was that
the Men's Revolution?
JP Stooge?
Yeah, with the help of Jasmine Allure.
Okay, so I think that Mongrovi and Mike has said it better than anyone could.
Yeah.
Boss Baines, you are nothing but a side character. Please, we were discussing Maddie Rinkowski here.
And that's why Men's Revolution is fighting so hard for equality. All of you girls in Mission Pro tweet men and treat them like side characters. All we want is some respect, some spotlight. You treat us like some sort of sideshow attraction, and it's wrong. That's why we're fighting so hard for equality in Mission Pro.
Can I give you your super
all
chat
we
back?
want is equality, baby.
Yeah,
I'm giving you your
I don't
super
want
chat
it.
back.
No, sweetheart.
No, I'm giving
you
it
keep
back.
that, and you remember, there's more where that comes from.
And Brian, as
later.
Brian suggested, maybe we need to get Emily some security at her home. I was
Yeah,
worried
can,
about
Brian,
like.
can you invest in that
security.
place? Can you
It's
invest
not
in that? This is
necessary.
ridiculous.
It's
This is
not
getting out of
necessary.
hand.
All
Okay,
I want is
Envy
sex.
Rodriguez claims that Boss wouldn't even make the cut for the side character interviews.
Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
That's true.
Wow.
That is true.
Wow.
Go away.
I don't
All
wanna
right, everyone,
I don't
go
want to
away.
be interviewed by Maddie Renkowski. I don't want her
Okay.
to talk to me. All she does is twist around people's words and try and make them look stupid. She makes everybody she talks to look stupid. I refuse to talk to her. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm not going to actually lower and debase myself to talk to somebody who doesn't have any respect for wrestling, for men's wrestling. The people who paved the way for this whole thing. And we're treated like a skin tag that you're trying to remove, that we keep growing back like a booger stuck on your finger.
None of that sounds good. None of that is good. None of that is good.
Ew. Okay, you need to leave. You need to leave.
We want equality. We want to face the tag team champions. And the fact that this rookie sensation, Money Birds, have come in and stolen a match that honestly should have been given to us. It just should have. Just by the numbers alone.
You are a booger.
Moneybirds actually won a match to get this.
Yeah, they won the number one contender
We beat
match.
the champions. We literally beat the tag team champions. So what are they? What's their claim? What's their claim? They beat a debuting tag team in Mission Pro Wrestling. For what? They get a championship opportunity now? What is that? What is that? We beat the champions. Where's our tag team? Don't look over there. I'm right here. We beat the tag team champions.
I'm hearing this like really annoying sound right now, Veda. Are you hearing?
I'm getting like maybe I'm getting a phone call or like.
I figure it's $1 a minute on this thing.
No,
I 20 whole minutes to air my grievances and my
you're done.
My disappointment. I'm done.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm done.
Take your 20 back.
What is this?
Yeah, the super chat's getting refunded.
Refunded?
Yeah, go.
No, I am the super chat.
No,
I'm the super
people like Bailey points out men's Teo is superior to men's Revolution.
Thank you, Brian. So. Please help me. People keep breaking into my house.
Men's, what is that? What's a
yeah. So
what's
we're just laying down the law. Kai and Tai also superior to men's Revolution.
No.
Okay.
Let's fly him in. Let's fly him in. I won't take on anybody.
We need to move it. Okay.
I don't care.
All right. Okay.
You guys are having a lot of fun. I don't find this
fun. This chat is hilarious. Yeah. Chat.
No, I'm just curious. Like again,
save me in the super chat. If someone gives,
I put on nice clothes.
If someone gives $1, I will. Like, I just need to get rid of him. I need security, guys.
I mean, truly, like, whatever your points may be, I haven't really retained anything that you've said, but whatever your points were,
you could reiterate.
Okay, I'm set on that.
Team champions.
And that could happen.
Let her talk.
Because apparently I do.
Let her talk.
I don't know. There's not. It's just like it's just volume at this point.
It's just loud. It's just so loud.
Your points could.
Tim.
Opportunity.
Tim, save me, please. Give $1. Save me.
No,
truly, your points are whatever. Sure, someone would approve them somewhere. But how about we just let the 22nd happen, and then maybe you can get a match somewhere down the line, your boys.
Wow,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Maybe
That sounds like a thing that you should think about. And
I also think it's really funny that the Moneybirds didn't step aside and just let us have a go. They want to have a bite at the tag team championships themselves.
Oh, Ron Burr with the $5 super chat.
Unity is all about, right?
Oh my God, Ron! Can't go away!
Anybody wants it's just the gold and the money for themselves.
Okay, Ron, you can see there's a sticker here.
All they want is money.
Ron with the super chat sticker doing the clap. says it's time to
All they
go.
want is
Give
money.
Boss the hook. All right.
Donna, all
Bye.
anybody
Go away.
wants. But all
Thank you,
anybody
Ron,
wants.
for saving us. Your time is up.
Ron, you
Emily
better come to
Rodriguez.
the show.
Your time
You
is
better be
up.
coming to the show,
Your
Ron.
time is up.
This disrespect
Get
will
out
not
of here.
stand.
Get out of here.
This won't stand.
Get out of here, Boss Baines.
What?
Don't come back.
I live here.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Ron, for saving me.
Yeah, and we
Or
got
my
Emmy
girlfriend,
Rodriguez.
Or MV Rodriguez. Thank you for saving.
Yeah, give Boss the hook. We need like a net that can drop, maybe, and just like scoop them up.
I need like the traps that like the bear traps. I hit him pretty hard. I was trying to get him out of here. Oh my god!
All right. So I don't know.
Okay, guys. I'm okay.
As we were saying, Bougie Reality and Money Birds are actually the teams that are actually wrestling that we actually have to talk about.
Yes.
Tony Justice says, get hairspray with a lighter and wants you to make a flamethrower, maybe not inside the house.
Wow, not inside the house. That's an outdoor activity. That's an outdoor activity. I could get a shovel. Share equality. JP hater and
for legal reasons, I cannot comment on anything that is happening between Emily and the chat right now. So we're just gonna let that go.
Moneybird Mania. Let's get back to the match.
Yeah.
Things got a little
I don't
wild.
know. Like I was saying, I feel like Bougie Reality, I would love to see them go a full year with the titles. I think everyone would, except for maybe Moneybirds. And they're a huge threat. They're a huge challenge. I know obviously Maddie and Rashay, they have all this Men's Revolution, Jasmine, all this stuff happening around them. That honestly might have them a little unfocused. So I'm seeing new champs.
Oh, Veda is calling it. I mean, I think most of the chat was distracted by that nuisance that popped on, but it looked like most people were rooting for Bougie to hit that 1 year anniversary mark. It will be definitely interesting to see because, as you saw, Lady Bird and Gigi, they released a promo. They said that they want to fight bigger and better for a larger purpose. They want to fight Men's Revolution. They want to fight for women's rights, fight for women to be more prominent in the women's wrestling industry. So,
well, yeah, and it seems like whoever wins this match just has more to deal with after that. So I don't know. Like, of course you want to become champions, but do you really want to be like next in line for Men's Revolution? I don't want to deal with them. So I don't know, but I'm interested to see how it goes. Brett Ross says, I think it's going to be the best match on the card, which, you know, it's a pretty good guess. I want Bougie to win, but this is going to be really tough for them. And I think it's exactly like we've been saying. Money Birds are a huge, huge threat.
Exactly. I think it will be interesting to see because, again, all four of them collectively have had some incredible matches at Mission Pro and outside of Mission Pro as singles competitors. And so they're bringing all of their knowledge and all of what they can bring, all their moveset to the ring. And I think against them, it's against each other, it's going to be really interesting to see who comes out on top. If we have new champs or Bougie Reality retains.
Well, and a lot of people were saying this is going to maybe be the show stealer, but it's not the main event.
It is not the main event. I think we need to get to the main event.
We have another match.
I'm so distracted from what happened earlier, but let's get back on track. Let's talk about the main event. And it is Genocide, our Mission Pro champion versus Hyon. And this is going to be incredible because, you know, Genocide is obviously our Mission Pro champion. She was crowned, you know, last year in a double casket match. You know, she has been with Mission Pro from the beginning. We actually analyzed like one of her first matches, which was against Roxy. And that was back in 2019. Veda's fading. It's
I'm good. Well, so the thing is, I've been drinking caffeine all day. I cut off the caffeine like an hour ago and I moved on to kombucha, but that's not really helping me right now.
I'm sorry, I'm boring you, Veda.
But so the most interesting thing to me about this match is yes, of course, Jenna has been such a dominant champion, but the most interesting thing for me about this match is we saw it get made live on the air on a mission. We had Hyan here, and she called her shot and
Yes.
said, "I want the champ." Brian made the match like literally live on the air.
As it happened.
And yeah, and Hyan is going from debuting for Mission Pro to main eventing Mission Pro to potentially becoming champion all in her very first event.
Yes.
I don't know. It's hard to argue against someone who is that confident and that determined.
Exactly. I mean, you make a really amazing point that she did. Hyan came in, said, "I want this match." She called what she wanted. She said she wanted it, and Brian made it happen. And this is going to be a very interesting matchup because you have the Bionic Beast and Hyan.
Sorry.
Bionic Beast versus the Renaissance Woman, and you have Hyan who's bringing strong style, right?
Yeah.
She's bringing just an incredible move set, and I know Genocide has had opponent after opponent with different styles. You have, she's faced in her first title defense like Janai Kai with those strong kicks and some of that MMA work, and this is going to be really interesting. An interesting matchup to see how she tries to battle out those different moves in a different style. Sam, thank you for the
Sam with the super chat voting for Genocide. Yeah, like Brian says, who is the underdog in this match? And under pretty much any other circumstance, I would say obviously the challenger. The champion's a champion for a reason. I would say the challenger is the underdog, particularly when the challenger is just making her debut for the very first time in Mission Pro. But in the case of Hyan, she is not an underdog in any situation. She's so confident that she demanded this match. She is not dealing with, we've seen a lot of people debut for Mission Pro and they're like, it's their first time in Texas. It's their first time in front of these fans. No, a lot of these fans who come to Mission Pro, although it's Hyan's debut, they've been watching her wrestle since her very, very beginning. Like, this is not, new territory for her. So there's going to be a lot of people on her side. She is very confident. She's in front of a lot of friends and family, I'm sure. I don't think there is an underdog in this match. I think this is very, very evenly matched. And there is a chance that maybe hasn't existed before that we're going to have a new champ.
Yeah, I mean, Neil is saying that this is going to be a very hard-hitting match. I mean, if you look...
Please do not send Boss Baines to my house, my state, my... honestly... you could stay on the west side of the Mississippi would be set for me, I think.
I'll come visit you, but
we're all good.
I'll have to make sure no one knows where I'm going. So what's interesting is, when I have been looking at Genocide's, kind of history of matches at Mission Pro, she really does some incredible hard-hitting matches. I mean, we all remember the match, but the Falls Count Anywhere match against Holodead, and she's wrestled Kylan King multiple times, and the Woad, one of her first matches with Roxy, she had that the triple threat casket match, and she's had Janai Kai. She's had some amazing matches both pre-championship, and as champion, you really have to make a statement, and it's. I feel like this potentially might be her statement match where she really has to step it up and show what it means to be a champion and show what it means to be a champion at Mission Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a whole different type of championship here.
Right. I agree with that because if Jenna can beat Hyan and step up and stand in the center of the ring and say, you called me out, you stepped into my house, you said you could beat me, and I won. I overcame all of this. That would make her the definitive Mission Pro champion. That would, if there was any questions before, this would be her just drawing that line in the sand and saying no, this is my title. This is my company.
Yeah.
So I think she has the opportunity, like you said, to really make a statement. Yeah,
definitely. And I think she does. And, Genocide posted today, there's always these little kids that come to visit Mission Pro shows. They're in the audience. They hold up signs, and they they root for her with all of their little bodies, right? And they just love her so much. And this is her why. And she talks a lot about this. And if you look back on Mission Pro's YouTube channel, look at some of the interviews and the deep dives that we've had with her in the past. She talks about her why. She talks about why she does this. And she does this for the next generation. And she does this for to teach the next generation to believe in themselves and to build this confidence. And she brings that every time she goes into the ring. And she's such a motivator and such an inspiration. So I know she's going to always bring that. And I'm excited to see what she brings this time.
This one I feel like is impossible for me to pick.
I know. Let us know in the chat, everyone.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of people are looking for Jenna to retain, although they're super excited to see Hyeon. And I think that Front Row says it best. A champion is defined by the quality of their challengers. Hyeon is legit as it gets. Because, you know, oftentimes you will see wrestling companies and wrestling champions who, like, they hold the title, but do they really defend it? Like, is it ever really in doubt? And not at Mission Pro. At Mission Pro, Jenna has had to face top competitors from all around. Hyeon is the next one in that list. And I think when you were saying, you talked about matches that she's had, not just as champion, but even before that. And like, that's, you just look at that and you know that she's legit. So I think that this one, whether it's win or lose for Genocide, like this is another like very fitting championship defense.
Exactly. Yeah, no, that's said so well. And as Brent said, Genocide is great in the ring. She represents Mission Pro so well. And that's true. It is about not only being great in the ring, but representing what we're doing really well and what we're fighting for and creating here at Mission Pro. Neil's throwing in Hyeon is winning.
Ooh.
All right, throwing in some other predictions there. Well, those are all of our main matches we wanted to talk about. I know it's going to be a really exciting show on Saturday. You can catch it on Title Match Network. And if you're in San Antonio or even in the Texas area, you can come on down to the Salvation Army Mission Corps. We're going to be opening the VIP entrance at 5 p.m. and live on Title Match at 6. So you can get your special photo op and VIP experience within that hour. And it's really going to be an incredible show. I'm excited for it. We're all pumped. And
we got R.A. Davis here calling for the old the quintuple B Bionic Beast Boss Bane's beatdown.
Oh my goodness. Well, maybe we can
get but then we also have so we have Marks in New Mexico super chatting in favor of Men's Revolution. We will take your money even if we don't agree with what you're saying. What? Just so you know.
Marks in New Mexico caused trouble last time. Remember last week?
Yeah. Oh, and then Brian points out, don't forget that Alejandro Lyon versus Vanity, which we talked about last week, is now an RTW championship match.
That is
and
true.
I know that just really ups the stakes and ups the determination of Vanity. So I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, so Vanity is the new RCW champion, and Alejandra is a former champion of RCW. So Alejandra now has some more fire and lioness attitude underneath that in order to perhaps be a second champ.
Yeah, so that is going to be an even more exciting match than it already was. So yeah, and it's always cool to me to see, champions other than the Mission Pro titles defended in Mission Pro. It just, shows how this is a place to be and how, everyone wants to just work together except for Men's Revolution.
Yeah.
And so it's always cool. I think it's just always cool to see other titles defended in Mission Pro. So I'm excited about that one.
Yeah, we have, as we all said, some exciting matches ahead, and, follow Mission Pro on all of our social media, subscribe and like to our YouTube channel.
Okay, hold on. I don't want to interrupt you, but we have Neil Benedict with the T. Marks, I was sitting next to you in December and you didn't like Boss Baines then. I think it's suspicious. This is my perspective, Marks. Didn't like Boss Baines then, but just as super chats come into play and you suddenly have all this money to burn, and we saw Boss Baines throwing around cash too. I don't know. I think the fix is in. I think Men's Revolution might have a super chatter shit stirrer. They're paying off in the chat. I don't know.
They did want to pay off Jasmine Allure. So what if they paid out the super chat?
It's
Did
suspicious.
Boss Baines and Men's Revolution pay off the super chat, Marks? You gotta let us know.
We got our eyes on you.
Yes,
We're
and we're watching you, Marks, in New Mexico. We don't mess around here. Also, as a reminder, Front Row is reminding me. Thank you for the reminder. Thursday, we have Mission Pro Unmatched covering the latest in women's wrestling. We're going to break down matches. We're going to talk about some of the big moments of women's wrestling that happens every week. So you don't want to miss that at 9 p.m. Central on our YouTube channel. So remember, hit that notification bell, hit that reminder, because we might go live this weekend on our YouTube channel. We might be going live throughout the week. And remember, follow us on socials, because you never know what news, excitement, and shenanigans we all get into, during show week. So thank you all so much for joining us for another episode of On a Mission. I'm Emily Mae. You can follow me on all my socials at Emily Mae Heller, and Veda, the superstar of commentary.
Check out oh boy, I always get this wrong. At It's Veda Time, my Twitter. I am, I have a YouTube channel. I just advertised that today. I'm trying to up the action a little bit on my YouTube so I can do more stuff with it. I've got a new vlog coming out soon. And then this weekend, unfortunately, I will not be at Mission Pro. I have another commitment, so I am excited to watch it later and, of course, recap the whole show with y'all as soon as possible.
Yay! Well, we can't wait for that. I know you're gonna see everything that happens, and I'm excited for everyone in the chat to see and enjoy the show as well. Remember, get your tickets at missionprowrestling.com and watch us on Title Match Network. Have an amazing night, and we'll see you throughout the week. Thank you all so much. Bye.